now to get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC Welterweight champion, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
You ready to fight? You ready? Let's do it.
All right, so here is Dustin Poirier as round 1 gets underway. He said in advance of this one, this is not a street fight. I've got to stay unemotional and not just try to hurt him. I got to be defensively responsible. Easier said than done for a fighter as gifted offensively as Dustin Poirier. That is a heavy right hand from Kamaru Usman. I'm not sure how many...
Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt away. Back. Big right hand.
Elbow attempt now, that one blocked by Usman. And now some separation.
Nice jab by Poirier.
Oh, that head kick landed. Winded up on the right there to no avail.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look at the wear on his opponent by pulling the head down and punching with the free hand.
And now they are throwing both sides with conviction.
Nice leg kick.
2 minutes have expired in our opening round. Nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Usman getting work from the top here. He's got to do a better job to cover up.
He passed the half guard.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Poirier. All right, so the big storyline in this one, the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman, the wrestling's on point and the ground and pound going on as well.
You know, these skills are what allowed for Kamaru Usman to become the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. He is a tremendous wrestler, incredibly strong, and you are seeing all that happen in the octagon right now. He is on point.
Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut with every passing strike.
Every strike. And it burns. John, it burns so bad. When you get cut like that, every time a shot lands, it just burns. So this guy needs to try to find a way to not take and limit the damage he's taking to this cut. Easier said than done.
Ooh! Usman goes for the takedown, and now he gets it. So a nice transition there after he got stunned on the feet.
He passes to half guard.
Final seconds here. All right, working inside the closed guard now. Poirier's eye is closing up. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round 1. All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work. All right, back to the stools for 60 seconds. That gives us a chance to re-rack some replays, including what we believe is the strike that caused the cut on his nose.
Yeah, beautiful strike that lands, causes this cut, opens him up on the bridge of the nose. It's not a bad cut, but if he continues to go forward, his opponent is a sniper, and he's going to keep hitting him in that same spot. Move your head. Really choose the times in which you're going to advance to try to get to this guy. You got to be careful, though, because he is so good at picking his shots.
And, of course, it's hard to know the extent to which that has compromised his breathing, but that corner was fired up. They want him to be more defensively sound as this fight continues.
He didn't like that left hand. Oh! Oh, nice jab.
Oh, huge knee to the head. He could be in trouble here. There's a big right from Poirier. Oh, with authority to the body. Nice hook. Well, you can just see he is oozing with confidence and not overconfidence, but a big knockdown in round one, likely the source of that confidence.
When everything is going great, you tend to feel like you can walk through a wall. He doesn't need to walk through a wall. He needs to continue to find the right avenue to land those shots. Nice job blocking that punch.
Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two, much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. Power on display from Kamaru Usman as he lands yet again there.
Kamaru Usman showed in the Kobe Covington fight, not only is he the best welterweight in the world, he may just be the toughest welterweight in the world because he went through the fire in order to retain that title. Once he got him cut, he recognized where he needs to be throwing these shots, and once again, he lands right on that cut. Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Poirier's in half guard. 90 seconds now to go round two. Poirier's cut on his nose is just pouring blood at this point. Outstanding pressure from top position here by Usman. Oh, the ground and pound is there. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure.
Just like this, now she's the triangle.
And this could be trouble here. Looks like it's pretty tight. He's trying to work his head out of harm's way.
It might be over.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over. Johnny Neely just gets up.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Usman. Another ground and pound strike gets home. All right, round three coming up next. All right, there's the end of the round, and hopefully not the end of the fight. He doesn't look as handsome as he did when he walked out. That is a severe gash on his face.
This cut has gotten worse. If you don't protect yourself, somebody's...
All right, let us re-rack some replays of the damage done in that round, see if we can isolate the strike that caused the cut.
Yeah, a nasty cut opens up when he lands there. It's a beautiful shot that gets to the target. He has not been responsible defensively, and he's really paying for it because now he's dealing with that nasty cut.
You ready to fight? Ready.
So here we go, 5 minutes remain in the fight. Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. Oh, man, look how quickly he gets that foot to the target. Oh!
Sit in this position, referee will have no choice but to stop the fight.
Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
All right, we go back inside the octagon to the veteran voice once more. He is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 50 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout, Kamaru, the Nigerian